Hi, this is Austin with Jackson Arcades, and I will be showing you the arcade system. So, everything is contained within this Super Nintendo cartridge. There are two cords, a power cord and a HDMI cable to hook up to any TV. Also included with the system is one Super Nintendo USB controller. However, other USB controllers can be used, and I have a video on my channel showing you how to configure those. There are 4 ports on the sides for up to 4 controllers for multiplayer games. Now, let's head on over to the TV to look at the interface and gameplay. Guys, we're now taking a look at the interface of the arcade system. I am recording this using a desktop monitor capture. Unfortunately, by doing it this way, I can't actually record the gameplay. So at the end of this little clip, I will have just a camera pointed at the TV screen, and I will play through a couple games just to give you an idea of how they play, that they work, that there's no lag or anything like that. But unfortunately, I can't do it this way, so the quality will be worse when I'm recording the gameplay. But for right now, I can go through the systems that are included on the arcade and give you an idea of how many games are included with each system. Most of the systems have fairly complete game libraries. The only exception to that is the Neo Geo and the Game Boy Advance. If there are games left off of the Neo Geo system or the Game Boy Advance system that you wanted that aren't included in the game list that I have a list of all the games that are included with the arcade that I can give to you if you ask. And if your favorite game's missing off that, let me know. I can work on getting it for you. But without further ado, let's just go through, look at the systems, and look at the games. So the first up is Sega Master System. It has 245 games. If I just click on here, we can see all the games are listed in alphabetical order. If you click on any one of these games, it will launch it. But like I said, the way I'm recording it right now, you won't be able to see the game. You would hear the sound, and you would see a black screen. So at the end of it, I will clip in a little video of me playing it on a TV. Next up is the Sega Genesis. It has 780 games. The NES has 789. Tubro-Grafx 16, also known as the PC Engine, has 87 games. The Sega 32X has 33 games. The Super Nintendo has 779 games. The Vectrex has 23 games. The Atari 2600 has 519 games. The Atari 7800 has 30 games. Final Burn Alpha, this is your Neo Geo system. It has 148 games. The Game Gear has 249. The Game Boy has 705. The Game Boy Color has 437. And we're back onto the Game Boy Advance, which has 127 games. Like I said, though, if your favorite one's missing off that game list, let me know, and I will work on getting it for you. So those are your systems. Those are the number of games. I guess right now I'll jump over to the TV screen, and we will play some games. Alright guys, again, I apologize for the video quality, but I now have my camera pointing at the TV so we can look at a couple of these games. I'm just going to start off with The Legend of Zelda. One of the reasons I picked this game is because it actually has a built-in save feature, as I'm registering right now. And with games that have a built-in save feature like Zelda, once you are done playing the game and you quit the game, when you come back to it within the same session or after you've restarted the system or a week later or whatever, the save file will still be there for you in the game itself. So that little register file that I made will still be there the next time I play this game. Games that don't have a save feature, for like Mario for example, still can be saved with an inbuilt control I have. You simply hold the select button and hit right bumper to save the game, and then left bumper while holding the select button to load the game. So if you're on a hard level and you keep dying, you can save the game and pick up from your last save. I have all the little quirky controls like that in a document that I can send to you if you would like. But other than that, games that have built-in save features are as easy as saving it through the game. Alright, so now I've exited the game. Again, pressing select and start will exit out of the game and bring you back to the main menu. I'm going to hop over to Game Boy Advance and play a little Mario Kart. Game Boy Advance is one of the newer systems on the arcade, so I just kind of wanted to show that there's no lag, there's nothing like that, even playing kind of a fast-paced, intensive game like Mario Kart, I suppose. So, we'll just be Mario. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at this game, so you'll see that shortly. But the game itself runs smooth. There's no audio lag or anything like that. The only issue is my actual ability. Alright, so it looks like we won. I'll exit out of this game and we will go on to another. So now we're going to be looking at the Tubro-Grafx 16. I picked this console just because, I don't know, I'm a little biased towards it. I really like this console. This is Bonk's Adventure, kind of their, I don't know, flagship title, I suppose. Again, as you can see though, the transition between games is smooth. The way the control's set up is that all the buttons remain consistent with how the original consoles would have been, which is one of the reasons I selected the consoles that I did, because they all share a similar button scheme. So consoles like Nintendo 64 and stuff, where they require a joystick, can't be used playing with the Super Nintendo USB controller that I have set up with this. You can set up your own controllers. So any USB controller is compatible with the arcade. I have another video of me showing you how to set up a different controller. It's pretty simple. It's 5 minutes. So technically you can use any controller you'd like, whether it be an Xbox controller or a USB Logitech controller, which is what I usually use. Alright, we cleared the stage. Let's move on to what should be our final game. I don't want this video to run too long, but I did want you guys to get an idea of how everything looks. Last, we'll look at the Neo Geo system. For similar reasons to the Game Boy Advance, just because these games are a little bit more graphic intensive, a little higher paced, so I wanted to show that there's no issues running these types of games. Also, the Neo Geo system's a little unique because it was an arcade system, so you do have to insert a coin before you start the game, which is just the select button. So press select button, press start, you're in the game. You can add coins while you're playing the game by just hitting the select button.
Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Heavy machine gun.
Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and please feel free to ask me any questions if you have any. Thanks.